Welcome back. It's Amanda, founder of Get a Girl Communications. For those that are new here, welcome. I am your new best friend for everything recruiting. And for those returning, welcome back. Today we are talking about AI versus recruiters. Why don't you comment what you like about AI, what you're not liking about AI if you're a recruiter? Let's get the conversation going. We all know that the internet world is based on the algorithm, and when you participate, you get stuff back from the algorithm. So basically, you want to tell the algorithm that you're appreciating recruiting advice and info. So every time you're scrolling, especially on LinkedIn or any platform, you get all the advice that you can get to help you find that unicorn or fill positions. So let's jump in. Every single industry has their own version of liking versus hating and why. But I'm going to talk specifically about recruiters. Now, it's technology, right? So I tell everyone, you have to go with the technology. Do I like AI? In the middle. I like it, but then I hate it as well. For me personally, AI does help me throughout my day, as in typing up emails or me just throwing what's on my mind, just typing it all out and telling ChatGPT, make this make sense. Because what makes sense up here may not make sense to everyone else, right? So I like it in that sense. Even just throw in, here's what I did today, here's what I did this week, break it down for me. Make me see what I actually accomplished. So I like it as an assistant. I call AI, I use ChatGPT and Gemini. So Google Gemini, I use those two a lot. I call them my virtual assistant. If you're not liking technology and the way it's growing, you're going to get left behind. We're going to go into different sections. Why recruiters hate AI, why we like it, what it can help us with, and how it does not replace us. So the first thing let's jump into is why recruiters are fearing AI, which is the problem at the end of the day. So the first thing is AI is going to take our jobs. AI can only do so much, right? So at the end of the day, you still need a human behind that AI, right? That's the number one fear, that the jobs are going to be taken because everyone's going to go to AI to do all the recruiting. Something that recruiters hate hearing from hiring managers is all you're doing is screening resumes all day long. No, we're really not. We're trying to investigate. So yeah, we look at resumes, but at the same time, we're researching online, looking at their LinkedIn, their social media. We're looking online to see what is this person really like. So we do more than just screen resumes. Like I said in the beginning, I use AI as my virtual assistant that's not on the payroll. What can AI really do? Now, the admin work. Let's talk about the admin work. We do not like doing the behind the scenes, filling out the spreadsheets. Every time we got to plug something into a spreadsheet, that's wasting time for us. We could be on the phone with someone. We could be doing a virtual interview. We could be sourcing, doing research to find out who is this person. But no, we have to fill out spreadsheets. The reason why we have to fill out spreadsheets, so this way we can get the numbers for the end of the week, the end of the month, whatever it is that you can calculate your numbers. At the end of the day, guess what? Use AI for that. Now, let's go back to screening resumes. Yes. AI can take the place of screening resumes. But I tell all hiring managers, do not let AI do all the screening, because at the end of the day, it's a computer. It's only going to do what you tell it to do. So if you're telling it on a resume, they have to have these top 7 keywords, if that's all they're searching for, but other words that are going to lead to that keyword, but it's just that specific keyword is not on the resume, you just missed out on a good candidate. Now, resumes that come through that don't fit the description at all. Let's say it's a law firm accounting firm, public accounting firm, or you need a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, then yes, use AI to shuffle through the resumes of which ones have the degree versus which ones don't. Then shuffle it that way. But still go through the resumes. Because again, at the end of the day, that one person that may have 6 out of 7 or 5 out of 7, when you're going through the resume, you're seeing everything else. You're like, wait a second, they're doing what we need. They're just wording it different. So that's why I tell everyone, don't depend so much on AI to only read the resumes. Use it to do the bare minimum of screening the resumes. Now, AI can search databases. As in LinkedIn, if you have LinkedIn Recruiter, you just type out, find me a paralegal in this city that has these skills, and they will filter them all out. But at the end of the day, all it's doing is filling out the filter sections in LinkedIn. You're not exactly going through the filters and putting what you're looking for. So that's another way you can use it, but double check as well. Indeed has its own, a lot of the databases have their own AI, but at the end of the day, you're just typing in a sentence or random words and it does it for you. Now, the big popular one that people are using AI for when it comes to recruiting, especially, again, I'm like tongue twisted, especially in high volume recruiting. When I was in high volume recruiting, we used a chat bot. You go online to the career section to fill out the application, but instead of filling out an application right away, what you do first is there's questions that you're answering. So this chat bot is the one that's asking the questions. And if you're not answering them to what the correct answers are, it will tell you right away, this may not be the position for you, try back later, or it might find other positions for you. So the high volume recruiting that I did was specifically for a corporate salon. In order to work in a corporate salon or any salon in general as a hairstylist, you need a cosmetology license. So that was basically what this chat bot was doing. Are you in cosmetology school now, or did you just graduate? When did you graduate? So this way we can filter out, are you like a newbie or are you like a master stylist? Where are you located? So this way the chatbot would look at where's the closest open salon for you, for your level, and so on. Okay, that was amazing to filter out those that are just interested in getting information about how do I become a hairstylist. But we still had to go through every single conversation because the chatbot still made mistakes where the chatbot would ask a question, but then the person would type something back, but then the chatbot would get confused, or it would just glitch and then stop, or it would give the wrong answer. We noticed that when there's one crazy moment, the rest for the next 24 hours went bonkers as well. So we still had to double check it. Yes, AI does learn as it goes, but at the end of the day, you still need to check it. It's still just a robot. It's still a computer. It's only going to give information of what is given. So you have to remember that when it comes to AI. Now, the number one thing I tell every single recruiter that tells me they do not want to work with AI, they're totally against AI and blah, 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 so on. Yes, there are companies, there are hiring managers that are going to think, oh, we can save the payroll by having AI do majority of the recruiting, of the sourcing, of the phone interviews, whatever. But you have to look at it this way. We're all human. It's getting to the point where us as humans, we're starting to be able to tell when something is ChatGPT, when something was created by AI. Me personally, I can look at any single LinkedIn post and I can just be like, ChatGPT, type that up for them. I can look at any picture and be like, okay, that was AI generated. That's because I've been involved with AI, learning and trying to see every single little thing AI can do. But when it comes to actually interviewing, as in a phone conversation, a virtual interview, you still need the human touch. There's never going to be a robot that can give that human touch the way an actual human can. So that's why I'm telling everyone, do not fear it. Work with it. Think of AI as your virtual assistant, not on payroll. It's a virtual assistant. We just need to remember that it's here to help us. And if hiring managers and corporations allow it to take over, that's when there's an issue. So as recruiters, as talent acquisition, we need to do our job by educating these hiring managers, partners, whoever you need to educate, and let them know, yes, I can work with it, but you still need me to give that human touch. Now, let's break it down to what all of this really is at the end of the day. Number one, do not fight the new technology. Learn to work with it. Because if you're not learning to work with it, someone else is willing to. And that's where people start losing their jobs. Number two, our roles as recruiters, they're elevating. At the end of the day, our roles are elevating. They're not ending. Industries change, positions change, things elevate, things grow. We have to learn how to grow with it, or we will be left behind. So that's the number two thing I can say. Number three thing is, this is combining number one with number three. In this tech-driven world, human skills are basically relationship building. That human as a recruiter, that's the first impression for your company. First impressions are everything. So we need an actual human being to give that first impression, to talk to that person as a friend, talk to that person as a mentor. Do you want the candidate to see themselves working there? I'm just a recruiter, not a lawyer, but I'm still working with them. They're still my colleagues. So I do want to hear everyone's feedback about AI. Are you liking it? Are you hating it? Share your story. Is there something that you learned that you're like, now I cannot live without doing this every day or once a month? Share that, because that could be the one thing that makes another recruiter be like, I have hope for this industry. So again, let's share, let's comment, and we need to work with the algorithms. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our following videos. Maybe we will go through some of the comments. If I get any DMs or anything, maybe we'll go through them and see what is working for everyone. Don't forget to share and comment your story. Let the algorithm know that you want more recruiting advice and info. Next time, bye guys.